All right, we got less than 24 hours until Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I'll show you what I got and I'll show you what I'm gonna make with it. And be sure to stick around for the 3 tips I got if you're doing the same thing. Alright, so here's the rundown of what I got for Thanksgiving and what I'm going to do with it. Bone broth and some butter and some cassava flour. I'm going to make some gravy with this. You don't need to make your own broth to make the gravy. You can just buy the bone broth, heat it up, and mix it together. I'll put all these recipes down in the description if you want to make any of these things that I'm making. Most important thing, after gravy, gravy's on everything, so you got to start with the gravy. Next up is stuffing. You can make your own bread squares, but I like to prioritize the things that I can cook and they're going to have the biggest impact on my dinner. So having someone else be the expert in the bread sounds great to me. You also want some Italian parsley to put in it, a few celery sticks, of course an onion. So we got thyme, rosemary, and sage, all fresh. If you're going to get fresh, it's going to taste a lot better. So what's your next favorite thing? Let me know in the comments what you're most looking forward to for Thanksgiving and what you can't miss about Thanksgiving dinner. For me, it's the stuffing and the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the cranberry sauce. Anyway, I'm getting hungry. Are you getting hungry? All right, next up, mashed potatoes. So you want to have a mix of Yukon Golds and russets. You get about half and half of those, and then you need some sour cream and some butter, along with your usual salt and pepper and whatever else you want to throw in there, chives, whatever. We're gonna have some cranberry sauce. So really all you need for cranberry sauce is just cranberries and an orange. And actually what we're gonna do with the orange is we're gonna use half of it in the cranberries the cranberry sauce and half of it in the sweet potatoes. So you just need a few sweet potatoes and some marshmallows, whether they're vegan or not, marshmallows to put on top. And finally, the bread, the rolls. A lot of people love rolls. I am not really big on making bread, so this is what I got. Oh, I didn't mention the thing that most people think about when they think about Thanksgiving, the turkey. The turkey. We're not doing turkey this year. We already had a bunch of chicken in the freezer, so we're just going to go with that. So now that you've seen everything that I bought and what I'm going to make with it, I got to give you 3 tips if you're doing the same thing as me today or tomorrow. The first thing is to be sure and get there early. If you show up later in the day at a grocery store, all the stuff that you want is probably going to be gone. In fact, I went there and it was just about an hour after it opened. Get there right when it opens, then you'll get everything. Second, be sure and prioritize what you want the most out of Thanksgiving, what you and your family like the most. Prioritize the things that everyone really likes. So for me, like I said, it's the stuffing and the gravy and the mashed potatoes. Now those 3 things together are really my favorite. Lastly, get the bang for your buck for what you cook versus what you can buy. One tip around this is to bake the things that you can put in the oven all at the same time. So I'm going to put the stuffing and the potatoes as needed and the sweet potatoes, all that stuff's in the oven at the same time. All right, let me know if you like this and want to see more about what I'm buying and what I'm making. Be sure and subscribe if you want more videos on how to be healthier and how to refactor dad. As always, here's the receipt. Whole Foods, man. Let's see what the damage was here. $158. Now, I did buy a few other things like some alcohol and some cider, and some hand sanitizer, but that's what my shopping trip costs.